working. Okay, you
basketball game. Between our next from Punxsy area high school, the Chuck. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior area school district promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and the officials in a positive manner. Profane, demeaning, or intimidating language or behavior will not be tolerated in our grounds for removal from school district property. Please respect our famous sportsmanship initiative by being a team and not a fanatic. Enjoy tonight's basketball game and go Dutch. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask everyone to please stand and join our players, coaches, and officials for the singing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Singing our national anthem this evening is Ms. Punxsy Bennett.
Go ahead.
Okay, there you have the starting lineups from St. Mary's Athletic Director Terry Straub, as we're just about set to start this District 9 Quad A boys playoff matchup between the number 2 seed Dutchman and the number 3 seed Punxsutawney Chucks. Again, if you didn't hear the starting lineups for Punxsy, it's number 1 Andrew Young, number 12 Nick Humble, number 14 Ethan Presloyd, number 23 Noah Weaver, and number 5 Gabe Kanierski. And for the Dutchman, number 4 Hausler, number 15 Vinny Nunez, number 21 Mitchell Ryder, number 31 Luke Glasgow, and number 42 Isaac Schlim. And Punxsy wins the tip, and as it's going out of bounds right away, Humble tries to save it right to Vinny Nunez of the Dutch, so St. Mary's will have the first offensive possession of the game, and Lasco for St. Mary's drives baseline up and in. So Luke Glasgow with a nice take on the baseline scores the first 2 points of the contest. St. Mary's coming out in their customary 3-2 zone. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. Hausler tips Kanierski's pass back out of bounds, so Punxsy out of bounds, inbounds to Young. Weaver down to Humble, back to Weaver, Young, Kanierski. And there's a steal by Mitchell Ryder. Ryder is going to go coast to coast. His left-handed layup's no good. Rebound Nunez for the Dutch. Schlim comes up with it, drives off glass, and Isaac Schlim gives the Dutch an early 4-point lead here. Nice follow into the lane by Schlim. And there goes Kanierski on the drive baseline, trips over Schlim's foot, so that's going to be our first foul of the contest. Isaac's first, team first. 4-0 Dutchman, 1 minute gone here in the first quarter. Humble to inbound, finds. And there's a turnover by Weaver. Hausler ends up with it. He Euro steps, and Ryder comes down with Hausler's miss, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Kanierski. So Dutchmen, after the turnover, have a shot, miss it, but still their ball. Lasco hits a cutting Ryder baseline. Ryder's blocked. Nice block by Humble. And it's going to go out of bounds on Humble, but that was a nice defensive play on help side. Dutch inbound to Lasco. He drives up, off rim, and rebound Kanierski. He'll come out of there with it. Kanierski driving coast to coast, kicks out to Young for 3, no good. Rebound Vinny Nunez. And Nunez is going to be tied up by Presloyd. So nice hustle by senior Ethan Presloyd to tie up Nunez. So Punxsy's going to maintain possession down on their end of the court. Weaver, the freshman Weaver for 3, no good. For rebound Presloyd. He'll kick it out to Humble, and Humble will try and reset the offense here. Weaver, back to Kanierski, Humble. Weaver on the left side, finds Young, and almost a steal. Now Weaver drives, middle of the lane, up and in for the Chucks' first 2 points, and Punxsy's going to come out in some full court pressure. And the Dutch work it into the middle of the court, and they're able to break the Punxsy pressure. Mitchell Ryder will set up for the Dutchman. Punxsy is in a man-to-man defense here. So Lasco attacks again. Ooh, a lot of contact, no call. Rebound Young. He finds a cutting Presloyd down the middle of the lane, up off glass. And just like that, it's a tie game as Presloyd puts in the layup. Pressure again by Punxsy. Ryder. And he crosses the timeline to Schlim. Schlim finds Lasco. Nice teamwork there by the Dutchman as they easily break that pressure and get 2 off of it. The diagonal pass was working to break that press, just like any good press break does. Young for three, no good. Rebound Presloyd for the Chucks. Kicks out to Konierski, his threes, banking. So I didn't hear Konierski call glass, but the three's good nonetheless as the Dutchmen break the pressure once again. Lasko on the right side, kicks back to Ryder. Ryder's gonna drive inside, his layup's no good. Rebound Konierski as he comes out of there with it. Humble on the baseline, he gets trapped. Back out to Presloyd. Swings to Young, he'll drive baseline, no good. Presloyd's follow-up's no good. Rebound Nunez, he gets it out to Hausler. Lasko now, back to Hausler. As the Dutch are able to set up, now Hausler's gonna take it on his own. Nobody cut Hausler off on the drive as he attacked that defense before they had a chance to get set up. Nice take, Holden Hausler. 8-7 Dutch, 3:50 to go, first quarter. Punxsy now Humble stuck in the corner with it. He's able to get it back to Young. Konierski tries to feed Presloyd inside. It's picked off by Luke Lasko. Now Mitchell Ryder's in trouble for the Dutch. And they're gonna get Mitchell Ryder for the travel as he was trapped there in the corner. Into the game for the Dutchman, number 32, Bryce Walker, along with, who came in for Punxsy? Number 4, Ryan Higley. So Konierski inbounds to Weaver. Konierski's trapped by the Dutch in the corner now. Outside to Weaver, Young works it into Presloyd. Presloyd shot is no good, but he's gonna get fouled by Luke Lasko, his first, team second. Presloyd's first shot is up, no good. Shooting 2 after the foul on Lasko. 3:16 to go in the first quarter. Presloyd's second shot is up, and this one's good. And almost a turnover there off the press, but Dutchman fortunate that it's batted right back in their hands. Hausler attacks baseline, he's cut off. And now Hausler gets it back from Lasko, and his three is good to give the Dutch a 3-point lead, 11-8, 2:49 to go, first quarter. And there's Higley for three, no good. Rebound Bryce Walker. And interesting, Punxsy's trapping the rebounder. You don't see a whole lot of that. Trapping the other team 90 feet from their own basket. So now, St. Mary's ball, they inbound it, and it's going to be picked off by Presloyd. Weaver drives against Lasko, no good. Rebound Lasko, and he's fouled from behind by, I believe, they're going to get Andrew Young, I think. Yes. So that's Young's first, team first. 2:30 to go, first quarter. Mitchell Ryder tries to throw it deep, and it's picked off by Konierski. And that was kicked off of Konierski's own foot, and the refs didn't see it. And they award Punxsy with the ball. I would have liked to seen them talk to each other there. That was definitely off of his own foot. But nobody's perfect. So Punxsy's ball, down 3, 2:20 to go, first quarter. Konierski over to Weaver in the corner. Weaver will drive against Lasko, puts it up off glass, no good. Rebounded Higley. Higley's blocked from behind by Bryce Walker. And ball out of bounds off of Punxsy, so St. Mary's basketball. Mitchell Ryder to inbound. And they're going to get it to Bryce Walker. Back to Ryder. Lasco. Lasco hits a streaking Walker up the right side. And he'll get it back to Hauser to set up the offense. 1:44 to go, first quarter. Hauser goes to the hole. Oh, and nice take. It looked like it was going to drop. Shot's no good, but he is fouled. And that's going to be on Higley, his first, team second. And Punxsy's going to call a 30-second timeout. So with 1:30 to go in the first quarter, a good contest so far. Lots of pressure being applied by both teams. Good defensive pressure, and I think it's going to be the team that's able to come out of here with the least turnovers. It's going to have the most success against the pressure they're seeing. So Hauser's going to be at the line for St. Mary's, shooting 2. Hauser already with 5 points in the game for the Dutch. The Dutch coming into the playoffs here, 13-6 record, but they are 5-0 in their last 5 with some real quality wins. The Chucks, although they're 5-8 on the year, not a lot of contests. That's unofficial, by the way, 5-8. We might not have some of their out-of-district games. Hauser's first shot is good. The Chucks coming into the game 4-1 in their last 5, so both teams hot coming in the playoffs here. Hauser's second shot is up and good to give the Dutch a 5-point lead. 1:30 to go. Weaver out front. Kanierski. Weaver. Trying to find an opening against this 3-2 zone of the Dutch. Higley. Skip past the Weaver. Kanierski back out front, over to Weaver. Young in the quarter looking into Presloyd, but chooses not to make the entry pass. There's an attempt by Higley, and it's picked off by the Dutchman. There's a scramble on the ball. Dutchman come out of there with it. .45 seconds to go. I think I saw St. Mary's coach Shuey call for 1 shot. Although it looks like Hauser's trying to go to work here to drive, yeah. And he's going to put the shot up, no good. And Weaver's going to come up with it. 27 seconds to go. Kanierski, and there's a steal, another steal by Hausler. So some pretty sloppy passing here by both squads, leading to a lot of turnovers in the first quarter. 10 seconds to go. Ryder will drive middle of the lane. And he's fouled by Presloyd. I'm not sure if they're going to give him a shooting foul or not. And I believe they are going to give him a shooting foul. I did not think he was shooting, but I'm sure the Dutchman will take it. So Ryder's first shot is up and good. And Ryder's second shot is no good. So with 7 seconds left, the Punxsy trying to get a shot. And Higley comes up with it. There's a shot at the buzzer. Almost. Ryan Higley's shot from 30 feet bounces just off the front of the rim. So after 1 quarter of play here in St. Mary's in this D9 playoff game, the St. Mary's Dutchman 14, Punxsutawney Chucks 8. We'll be back in 1 minute. Yep. Okay, back here for the start of the second quarter. Dutchman basketball. Bryce Walker drives the left baseline, and he's blocked, I believe, by Presloyd, and the Chucks come out of there with it. Work the ball up the floor to Higley. Back to Weaver. Almost a steal. Young throws it away off of Humble's hands, so another turnover here. It's going to be Dutch basketball. Hausler's pass back to Ryder is stolen by Humble, and he's going to lay it up and in. So this Punxsy pressure is paying dividends here for the Chucks. Lasco's shot's no good, but it's going to go out of bounds. Oh. I thought that was maybe going to be off the Chucks, but it's going to be out of bounds. St. Mary's, Punxsutawney ball down 4. 6:40 to go, second quarter. Humble drives baseline, kicks it to Young, over to Weaver. Weaver's going to drive. He's cut off. Back to Young. Higley in the right side. He'll pull up from 3. No good. Rebound Lasco. And Lasco was up high on that rebound. And I see the Chucks pulling the pressure on the rebounder off. That's an interesting move by Punxsutawney coach here in the second quarter. Lasco baseline. He's going to drive, spin. Finds Walker. He's cut off. Drake Caskey into the game, will put up the 3, no good. Rebound Mitchell Ryder. Good hustle Mitchell to come from way out to go grab that rebound. Caskey sets a screen for Hausler. Hausler's going to put up the 3 uncontested. It's off the mark. Rebound Young for the Chucks, and he pushes it up to Humble, who traveled on the left side over there. And 30-second timeout, I believe, St. Mary's. So 5:35 to go. Second quarter. 4-point Dutchman lead, 14-10. I'm not sure what Coach Shuey saw there that he wanted the timeout. Winner of this game will play the winner of the Clearfield-Bradford game, also being held tonight on Saturday at the higher seed. It's home gym. Dutchman inbounding. Pressure's back from Punxsy now. Dutchman got to get some spacing here. They're all... Okay, now they're spreading it out. Lasco will bring it across the timeline. Get it to Caskey in the corner. Mitchell Ryder out front. Bryce Walker drives baseline, kicks to Hausler. Back to Caskey, top of the key. It's good! Drake Caskey with a big 3 here. That's his specialty. Puts the Dutchman up 7 with 5 minutes to go. Second quarter. Young drives right down the heart of that lane. And Coach Shuey's not going to be happy about that. That was too easy, driving right through the lane, both layers of it. Walker out front. Screen set for Hauser by Lasko. Now that he rolls and they hit Lasko, back out to Hausler. Ryder, Hausler finds Kasky for another three. No good. Rebound Young, gets it to Presloyd. He pushes up to Humble. Humble will drive in against Kasky. And they're going to get Kasky for the foul. And Nick Humble, the senior, will go to the line shooting two. So 4:17 to go. Humble trying to cut into this 5-point Dutchman lead. His first shot is up and in. Second shot for Humble is also good. And Punxsy continues with the pressure, broken easily by the Dutchman, and Bryce Walker on the attack on the right side is going to get fouled by Ethan Presloyd, his second. Team fourth. Mitchell Ryder inbounds to Drake Kasky out front. Finds Hausler on the right wing. Screen by Schlim. Hausler doesn't use the screen, goes the other way, tries to muscle it up. Doesn't go. Rebound. Humble for the Chucks. He'll bring it up. Unloads it to Young on the right side, guarded by Walker. And there's another cross-court pass intercepted. So the Chucks should have been kept in track. I'm going to guess have a good 7 or 8 turnovers so far in this contest. Mitchell Ryder takes it strong for the Dutch down the right side. Nice drive from Mitchell, 19-14 Dutchman. Humble's going to drive against Kasky. He's trapped. Tries to feed it inside. Weaver ends up with it. He'll drive. And number 20, Graham Lott, comes down with it, and now it's over to Humble on the right side for three. No good, and they're going to get Bryce Walker with a foul on the jump shooting Humble for three, so that'll be 3 shots. That's going to be Bryce's first foul, team fourth. And Humble's first shot is up and good. Humble 3 for 3 from the line. Rattles home, second shot. Nunez for St. Mary's back into the game, giving Mitchell Ryder a breather. And Humble is going to try and make it 5 for 5 from the line in the last minute here, and he does. So the Chucks 5 for 6 from the line so far tonight, shooting very well from the stripe. Hauser on the attack, finds Walker, gets it to Kasky in the corner for three, no good. And Kanierski comes away with it, feeds Weaver on the left side. Weaver's gonna pull it out. He saw Schlim and Kasky were already back. Young, Weaver, Young, Kanierski right side, looking inside, skips it to Weaver, finds Humble in the left corner, and there's another turnover for the Chucks on another sloppy pass. Walker comes away with it for the Dutch, 19-17, 2:11 to go in the first half, and Schlim tries to drive, and he has it stolen by Kanierski, and he'll kick it over to Humble. And Humble's shot's no good, but he's fouled by Walker. So that's going to be Bryce Walker's second foul. And back to the line, number 12, Humble for the Chucks. And that is not a guy you wanted to send to the line. He's 5 for 5 so far. 2:02 to go in the half. Humble trying to tie this thing up from the charity stripe. First one is good. And Lasco and Ryder back into the game for Walker and Kasky for the Dutch. 1 point, Dutchman lead. And Humboldt's 7 for 7 from the line. Turnover Dutchman. Punxsy ball, tie game, trying to take their first lead of the ball game. Young skips it to Konarski. He finds Humboldt underneath. Humboldt, nice move, gets around. Hauser can't convert the layup. And another foul on the Dutchman. It's not a shooting foul. I didn't see. That's going to be on Isaac Schlim. That's Isaac's second. Team sixth. Punxsy will be shooting the rest of the half. And Humboldt on the drive attempt is called for the travel. Turnover Chucks, 1:27 to go. Hunter Hetrick into the game. Isaac Schlim getting a rest. Ryder inbounds to Hauser. Finds Nunez. Cross-court pass to Ryder. Back to Nunez. Hausler. Cross court to Ryder. Nunez now has it in the right corner. Mitchell's going to drive lane, find Hunter Hetrick. He'll drive, block from behind. Mitchell Ryder comes up with the loose ball though, and he'll put it back up and in. That's Mitchell's 5th point of the game to give the Dutchman another 2-point lead. 48 seconds to go. .40 seconds. Konarski, Young, Weaver on the left side. Konarski on the left side, cross court. Weaver is going to try and penetrate. Back out to Young, 25 seconds. 20 seconds. 16 seconds. Weaver back to Young. Weaver's going to cut through this zone now, and they're going to hit him in the right corner. Back to Konarski, 6 seconds to go. Back to Weaver, and he's going to find an open three. Nice play by the Chucks there. That was beautiful offense there for the Chucks, being very patient. Punxsy coach calls out a play with about 10 seconds left, getting Weaver a wide open three in the corner, ran it to perfection to take a 1-point lead and maybe some momentum into the locker room. So after 2 quarters of play in St. Mary's, it is the visiting Punxsutawney Chucks 22, the home team St. Mary's Dutchman 21. We'll be back for the start of the third quarter in about 10 minutes. All right, welcome back here to St. Mary's as we're about ready to tip off the third quarter. It's gonna be Punxsy basketball as they have the possession arrow along with a 1-point lead after being down most of the half. A big second quarter by Nick Humble, scoring 9 of his 11. 7 of those coming from the free throw line on a 7-for-7 performance there. So great quarter by Humble, leads the Chucks back to a lead as they now work it into Presloyd. His shot is up and no good. And the rebound's gonna carry him off of Luke Glasgow's fingertips. It's gonna stay St. Mary's basketball as Humble will inbound. Gets it into Young. And there's a turnover, and it's gonna end up in the hands of Mitchell Ryder as he'll set the offense. Hauser on the left wing finds Lasko at the foul line, and he tries to hit Ryder cutting back door, but it's picked off by Konierski. Gets it to Young in the corner for 3, rolls around and in. So senior Andrew Young's 5th point of the game off of that 3. Gives the Chucks a 4-point lead, and Lasko picks his dribble up right over half court, which is not where you want to do it. But he's able to get it over the Hauser, whose jumper is no good at the free throw line. So 6:40 to go, third quarter. Punxsy up 4. Young kicks it out to Humble for 3, no good. Rebound Konierski, that's good. Timeout called by Coach Shuey, full timeout as the Chucks open the half on a 5-0 run, putting them up 6 points, 27-21 with 6.5 minutes to go. We'll be back in just a few seconds. Yep. Okay, back here after the St. Mary's timeout. It'll be St. Mary's basketball. Punxsy's going to continue their full court pressure. They get it inbounds to Lasko. Lasko guarded heavily by Young. Gets it back to Mitchell Ryder, and he'll let the defense clear out and go to work against Weaver. Schlim sets a screen for Ryder. Doesn't do anything with it. Nunez on the left side. Lasko. Back to Nunez. Nunez kicks to Mitchell Ryder. He'll drive lane, and he'll go the whole way in. Left hand, no good. Mitchell Ryder comes back up with it, and he puts the shot up. No good. Going to be fouled, though, by Humble, I believe. Yes, foul on number 12, Nick Humble, his first, team first of the half. Ryder's going to be shooting 2. Mitchell 1 for 2 so far. 1 for 3 now from the line. So the difference so far is on the free throw line. The Dutch are 3 for 5, where Punxsy is 7 for 8 so far in the night. Mitchell's second shot is also no good, and that's going to be, thought that went out of bounds on Humble, but ref saw it differently. So Punxsy ball up 6 with 6 minutes to go exactly in the third quarter. Turnover, Chucks. Hauser on the attack. Being guarded heavily by Konerski. They find Lasko. Lasko is going to spin on the baseline. Nothing doing there. Back outside. Hauser's going to go to work now. Muscles his way in. Can't get that to go. Nunez with the save. But Lasko can't collect it. Out of bounds off of Luke. Punxsutawney basketball. Punxsutawney works against the St. Mary's zone. Humble gets around Hunter Hetrick. And now Young will put up a three from the left side. No good. Rebound Weaver. So St. Mary's getting out hustled here by the Chucks in the second half. Weaver will put up the three from the corner. No good. And that one's going to be knocked out of bounds by Ethan Presloyd. St. Mary's basketball. Working against this Punxsutawney pressure. They get it into Hausler. Lasko. Back to Hausler. Hauser's going to advance it up the right side to Nunez. Vinny Nunez realizes he's all wide open. He'll try and drive. Nothing going on. And now Lasko's going to drive from the foul line. He gets cut off. Nunez. Mitchell Ryder. Hausler posting up. Kicks back out to Lasko for three. That's going to be short. Lasko's going to get his own rebound and drive. It's stolen, almost stolen. Nunez gets it for the Dutchman. Mitchell Ryder now. And Punxsy defense very solid on the help side here. St. Mary's just can't penetrate the middle of that lane. Nunez is going to put up the three. It's good. So Nunez cuts the Punxsy lead to three, 27-24 with 3:50 to go in the third quarter. They work it inside to Presloyd. He almost travels. Now Young's going to go to the hole hard. No good, but Hunter Hetrick's going to get a foul on Young. So that's Hunter Hetrick's first foul of the game, team first in the half. And Andrew Young, the senior, is going to be shooting two from the free throw line. First one's no good. Weaver's going to get a break for the Chucks. In for him is Higley And Young's second shot's no good, but he follows it up with a rebound of his own and gets fouled again. So poor boxing out by the Dutchman there. Not good. That should never happen, and that's going to be on Hunter Hetrick again, his second. So back to the line is Young for two more. First one is no good. So Young is 0 for 3 here in the last 10 seconds from the line. And finally he knocks down this one. Bryce Walker into the game. Working against Higley. And Bryce tries to feed Hunter Hetrick. I thought so. Yeah, I think Higley stepped on the line there when he had it momentarily. And so Coach Shuey's going to call another timeout. This one's going to be a 30, so we'll stay here. St. Mary's ball under their own hoop, down 4, 3:23 to go in the third quarter. Coach Shuey's got to figure out what to do with this pressure that's really bothering the Dutchmen right now. They are all over the place. Mitchell Ryder will inbound for the Dutchman. They find Hetrick in the left corner, back out front of Hausler. Hauser's gonna drive, and he's gonna be fouled by Kornerski. That's his first, team second of the half. White ball underneath once again. Lasko gets the inbounds over to Hausler. 3:10 to go, third quarter. Mitchell uses Hetrick's screen, kicks to Hauser for three, no good. Rebound Ryder, he'll put it back up. And almost a three-point opportunity, but it rattles off the front of the rim. Mitchell will be shooting two. So Mitchell 1 for 4 on the night from the line. And his first shot this time is up and good. Second shot is no good. So Mitchell 2 for 6 from the free throw line on the night. Dutch down 3, 2:47 to go, third quarter. Punxsy on offense. Young kicks it to Kornerski, right side. He's trapped, and he's going to try and skip it to Higley, picked off by Walker. Lasko's going to bring it up the floor for the Dutch. Almost a turnover. Walker gets it back. Walker works it into Hetrick, back to Walker. Mitchell Ryder right side, he'll go to work. And Mitchell Ryder's layup off a nice baseline move doesn't go. Punxsy ball, Humble's gonna work on the baseline, and he's gonna be fouled by Hunter Hetrick. So Humble's gonna be going back to the line. Humble was 7 for 7 from the line in the second quarter. That's not who you want to foul. As Punxsy's 8 for 11 on the night from the free throw line. And once again, Humble's shot is good. Four-point Punxsy lead. Humble trying to go 9 for 9 from the night, and he does. Extending the Punxsutawney lead back to 5. Nunez back to Mitchell Ryder. Walker will drive baseline this time. It's up and good. Nice take. Bryce Walker for his first 2 points of the game. 1:30 to go, third quarter. 3-point Chuck lead. Humble's going to drive baseline. He's cut off by Slim. And there's a turnover by Weaver. Nunez comes up with it, gets it to Ryder. Mitchell Ryder kicks to Bryce Walker. And Bryce is going to get a screen from Lasko. Bounces it off his foot. And there's a tie-up jump ball, St. Mary's possession. A lot of contact out there, and now they're going to call Weaver with a foul on the Walker drive. That's Noah Weaver, first foul of the game. Punxsy's 4th of the half. Nunez will inbound under his own basket with 47 seconds to go. Down 3, Ryder kicks to Bryce Walker. Works it in high post to Schlim. Schlim's going to get it to Vinny Nunez. Back out to Mitchell Ryder. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Lasko. Middle of the lane shot, up and good. That's Luke's 5th and 6th point of the night. 1 point Chuck lead, 18 seconds left to go. Weaver drives left side, too hard off the glass. Mitchell Ryder rebounds, gets it to Lasko. 3 seconds to go, shoot it, he doesn't know. Ryder's shot, no good. Oh, missed opportunity for the Dutch there. Luke Lasko didn't see the clock. So after 3 quarters of play, it's going to be Punxsutawney 30, St. Mary's 29. We'll be back. Yep. Okay, start of the 4th quarter here in this first round District 9 Quad A boys playoff game. St. Mary's down 1 against Punxsutawney. And almost a steal by Nunez out top. They're extending this 3-2 zone now, and Punxsy's working the ball very patiently. Young out front for the Chucks. Young in the corner, it's going to skip it across, and they're going to get Isaac Schlim for the block. That's Isaac's 3rd foul, team 4th. Hauser back into the game for Isaac Schlim. Humble to inbound. Gonna get it to Weaver in the corner. Back to Humble. Humble's wide open. He kicks it over to Presloyd. And they're gonna get Mitchell Ryder with the foul on Presloyd. Non-shooting foul, I believe. It's gonna be Punxsutawney ball underneath. That's Mitchell's 1st foul, team 5th. Humble inbounds, Weaver. Right corner, back out to Kernowski. And kick ball, Vinny Nunez. Kernowski. Weaver finds... And they're going to get Ethan Presloyd with the hook foul inside. That's going to be his 3rd. St. Mary's basketball down 1, 7-10 to go in the ball game. They work it into Lasko. Lasko gets it off to Walker. They better move. They get it to Hauser, center of the court. Back to Lasko, who's going to go baseline up, and his layup's no good. But Luke is right there for the follow-up, so great quickness by Luke to get right back up on his own miss. Now St. Mary's with a 1-point lead. There's a trap on Young in the corner, and Punxsutawney's going to get a timeout. Good call by the Punxsutawney coach. He wants a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in just a few seconds. Okay, after the Punxsy timeout, 6:24 to go in the game. 1 point Dutchman lead. Kernersky works out front. Young on the left side, drives baseline, kicks it to Presloyd. And Presloyd dumps it in for an easy 2 right under the hoop. Now Punxsy with a 1 point lead, 5:47 to go. Hausler finds Lasko, works it inside to Nunez, back to Hausler. Hausler thought about it. Back to Hausler. Lasko's layup's no good. So Luke with a great opportunity there. And Walker gets the rebound on the other end. Now he's trapped. He's going to dribble out of there, get it to Hauser. Ryder with it now. Ryder finds Walker underneath. It's up and good. Bryce Walker with the bucket off the assist from Mitchell Ryder. Gives the Dutch a 1 point lead again. 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Weaver tries to hit Presloyd, but it's out of bounds off of Lasko, so Punxsy will maintain possession. And Punxsy's going to call a full timeout now, so we'll be back in 60 seconds. Okay, 4:46 to go back here in St. Mary's. St. Mary's with the 1 point lead over the Punxsutawney Chucks. Punxsutawney ball under their own basket after their timeout. Weaver's trapped now, finds Humble. He's going to get trapped in the corner. Humble's in trouble, and he gets it back out to Weaver out front. Skip to Young, down to Kernersky on the baseline, no good. Rebound Mitchell Ryder, and they're going to trap him. And they're going to get Presloyd for the foul, and that's Presloyd's 4th foul. So I believe that's going to be, yes, Punxsutawney 16 foul. That is big, as that's going to force Punxsy to call the pressure off. Because now St. Mary's would be shooting the rest of the way, and sure enough, Punxsutawney now moves to a 1-3-1 half court. First time we've seen this tonight. So instead of some full court pressure, Punxsy's trying to get some half court trapping going off of this 1-3-1. St. Mary's in a 2-guard front. Okay, now it appears that Punxsy's back in man-to-man, so they're switching things up on the fly. Lasko goes to work, and he's going to be fouled on the floor by Young, so that'll be a 1-on-1 for Lasko. Lasco's first shot is good. It rolls around. He used all that rim. Dutch up 2, 3:50 to go. Lasco's second shot is no good. So it's going to stay a 2-point Dutch lead, 3:45 to go. Kernerski with the ball. And they're going to get Vinny Nunez on the defensive foul on the post, battling for position. That's Vinny's first, team 6, so both squads will be shooting from here on out. And Hauser gets the tip ball, almost comes up with it. Weaver drives baseline. He's stopped by Lasco. Back to Weaver in the corner. Back out to Kernerski. Young out front. 3:14 to go. And Humble's drive shut down by Nunez. They get it into Presloyd, and he's going to get tied out by Nunez. St. Mary's basketball. So there's Vinny Nunez, right place at the right time, just as he has been all season. Big play. St. Mary's ball. Punxsy now back in their full court pressure. And St. Mary's got the timeout before the 5-second call. The refs had to talk about it, and the back ref's going to give it to them. Full timeout, St. Mary's. And I believe they only have 1 left to go, and Punxsy with 2. So that was a big, good pressure there by the Chucks, forcing the timeout. With 3 minutes yet to go, that might prove to be big later in the ballgame. Oh, you had it. Okay, after the St. Mary's timeout. 3:07 to go in the game. St. Mary's ball. Let's see what Coach Shuey dialed up. And Punxsy gets the turnover. The pressure works. 3 minutes to go. Humble out front. And now Punxsutawney is going to use their 4th timeout, so we'll be back in 60 seconds. Okay, 2:53 to go in the ball game. We got a tight one here in St. Mary's. Punxsutawney ball down 2. 2:53 to go. Both teams with 1 timeout left. Both teams are in the bonus shooting one-on-ones. And Punxsutawney turns it over. Ball rolls between Weaver's legs. Punxsy's going to continue with the pressure. And they get it into Walker. Walker's going to dribble out of it. Over to Lasko. Lasko back to Walker. And Walker crosses the timeline. He's in trouble though. He's trapped. Finds Mitchell Ryder. And Mitchell's going to calm things down. Dutchman up 2.5 minutes to go. Hauser out front. And they are all over these St. Mary's offensive players. And now they're going to get Kornierski with the foul. His second. And Bryce Walker's going to be shooting shooting a one-on-one. Big free throw here for Bryce. What? Bryce's first shot is no good. Rebound, Luke Lasko. He tries to save it, but it's picked off by Kornierski, and they're going to get Bryce Walker with the silly reach-in foul. That is not what you want to do. You want to make him earn it. And now Kornierski is going to go to the line for his chance at a one-on-one, possibly to tie the game. First shot is good. I'll tell you what, Punxsy is shooting fantastic. They're 11 for 14 from the line. St. Mary's 5 for 9, so they have a 6-point advantage on the Dutch. And there's one more, 12 for 15. Tie ball game, 2:09 to go. Nunez gets it to Hauser, and he's going to throw it away. Punxsy ball. Presloyd's going to bring it up, gets it to Humble. Kicks it to Weaver in the corner for 3, no good. Rebound Luke Lasko, and he's going to have it stolen. So Lasko's going to get tied up by Weaver off of the rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Chucks. So tie ball game, 1:48 to go. And Punxsy's, okay, I thought maybe, yeah, they might be content to hold this. If St. Mary's is going to sit back in that 3-2 zone. Now Ryder comes out on him. Starts the count. Now they're backing off. And Coach Shuey says, I'm okay with that. We'll let them take some time off the clock if they want. And now they're going to trap Kornierski on the sideline, gets it back to Humble. What St. Mary's can't do here is commit a foul as both teams shooting. And Humble's going to drive, kicks it to Weaver, back to Young. Kornierski, left side, no. Humble with the ball. .37 seconds to go. Punxsy's gonna work for maybe one here. .25 seconds to go. And now Punxsy's gonna call their last time out with 18 seconds to go. Very interesting strategy here as Punxsy worked about 1:20 off the clock. Down to 18 seconds. We'll be back. Okay, 18 seconds to go. Tie ball game. Punxsy inbounding. Both teams shooting. Free throws. Can't foul here. Let's see what happens. Krnierski's going to bring it up. Gets it over to Humble. That's whose hands I would want it in. And Humble's going to cut to the opposite corner. They're going to look for him over there. They get it to him. He's going to drive. And no good. And it's going to be St. Mary's basketball with 1.2 seconds left. Mitchell inbounds, gets it to Nunez, and whoa. So we're gonna get an extra period here for free tonight, folks. 34-34 at the end of regulation. We'll be back. Okay, we're here for overtime in St. Mary's in this boys class Quad A first round District 9 playoff game. Great ball game thus far. Back and forth the whole fourth quarter, ended in a 34-all tie. So we're gonna have Ethan Presloy with 4 fouls jumping up against Luke Lasko, and Presloy gets his own tip, which you can't do. So it's going to be St. Mary's ball being inbounded by Bryce Walker. Punxsy still in man-to-man defense, and they get it out to Hausler. Drake Caskey into the game. Looking to get Drake free for some threes, I'm sure. 3:40 to go in the extra period. Hauser's gonna drive baseline this time, and he's gonna take it in and pump fake, and he gets Krnierski on his feet. So Hauser's gonna be shooting 2. That's Krnierski's 3rd foul, team 9th. So Holden Hauser with 7 points thus far in the contest, all 7 in the first period. He hasn't scored since. And now the refs are huddling. I'm not quite sure what about. Okay, Hauser is shooting 2. His first shot is off the back of the rim, no good. If St. Mary's ends up losing this game, they can point to the free throw line. They're struggling there tonight, only 5 for 10. His second shot is good. That's Holden's 8th point of the contest. Nick Young, back to Krnierski. Over to Young. Humble tapped out from behind by Hauser. Turnover, Punxsy as Ryder collects it. Nice play there from behind by Holden. Dutch with the 1-point lead, 3 minutes to go in the overtime, and he's going to be fouled by Humble this time. And now Hauser will be shooting 2, as that's 10 team fouls for the Chucks. So Holden back at the line now. First shot is up and good. Holden's second shot, no good. And Caskey made a good effort of coming around the outside, but he can't get it, so it's going to be Punxsy ball, down 2. Kernierski going to work against the front of this 3-2 zone. Coach Shuey hasn't budged out of this zone the whole game. Young. Punxsy moving the ball very quickly, as you need to do to try and release this defense. Presloyd inside, back to Weaver for 3, no good. And Young comes down with it, feeds Kernierski, and no good. And wow, a lot of contact going on, a lot of contact. As the ball goes out of bounds, bodies flailing everywhere. They're going to give the ball to the Dutchman. I think they could have called a foul on Punxsy. So they're lucky that it's just St. Mary's ball. Punxsy continue with the pressure. They break it easily this time. The Dutchmen break it easily. 2:09 to go. It's 2-point St. Mary's lead. Hausler gonna get a screen from Lasko. He doesn't use it. Hauser wants Lasko to roll. He does finally. And Lasko goes into the lane, pulls up, and it's good. Lasko now with 11 after that jumper in the lane. Kernierski goes into the lane, feeds Presloyd up and in. Nice play by Kernierski, creating that offense. And Bryce Walker bounces it, or loses it off his fingertips. Turnover Dutchman, 1:28 to go. 2-point St. Mary's lead. Punxsutawney basketball. Timeout, Coach Shuey. That'll be a full timeout. We'll be back. 60. Okay, Punxsutawney basketball under their own basket. Down 2, 1:28 to go in overtime. And I wonder if Punxsy's going to choose to go for, I wouldn't think, down 2. They're probably looking for the best shot they can get here. Humble kicks it to Weaver, thinks about a 3. Back to Humble. Humble against Caskey. Oh, wow. Humble's going to draw the foul on Caskey. But he created the contact. That's a tough call on Drake. That's a tough call. So Humble, who I believe is 9 for 9 from the night, going to shoot a 1-on-1. I'm sorry, he was shooting, so he's shooting 2. He's 10 for 10. Second shot is also good. .102 to go in the game. Tie ball game, 38-38. Nunez back in for Caskey. Mitchell Ryder inbounding. They get it to Hausler. Hausler gets it over to Nunez. Back to Hausler. Trying to break this pressure. 57 seconds to go. They cross the timeline to Bryce Walker. Back to Mitchell Ryder. 45 seconds to go. High game. Let's see if St. Mary's goes for one. Coach Shuey still has a timeout left if his team gets in trouble. I hope he knows that. And Bryce Walker's going to hold it. And now the count's on as Humboldt takes a step closer to Walker. And with 23 seconds to go, Walker travels, commits the turnover, and I don't think they're going to be able to stay in this zone. $18 seconds to go. Punxsy's clearly going to take the last shot as 13 seconds to go. They used their last time out. Okay, 13 seconds to go in the game. Punxsutawney basketball tied up. I think the Dutch would be happy if they could extend this to a second overtime here. I'm sure Punxsy's probably going to be taking the last shot. They'll probably try and get a shot up with 5 or 6 seconds left to go. 6 seconds. Karnowski drives middle of the lane, puts a floater, no good. Rebound. Hausler. And so we're going to go to a second overtime period. We'll be back for the start of overtime number 2. Yes. Okay, just about to start overtime number 2 here in St. Mary's. Great ball game between the Chalks and the Dutchmen. Both teams scoring 4 in that overtime to knot it up at 38. Once again, we'll have Presloyd jumping it up against Lasko. And this time Lasko wins it, but it's tipped to Punxsy, and Humble's gonna come up with the layup, no good. So Humble blows a big opportunity. Bryce Walker's gonna drive and put it up. Bryce Walker drives the full length of the court, goes baseline left side, puts up the floater, buries it, and fouled by Ferrente. No, that's not Ferrente. They gave that foul to number 2 on the board, but there isn't a number 2. Apologies for that. I'm not sure who that foul was on. I think they're trying to get that clear here. There was no number 2 on the floor for the Chucks, but that's what they flashed. So anyways, Walker with the field goal, good, and shooting 1. Bryce with the chance to push this lead out to 3. Okay, they're gonna get Young with that foul, his 3rd. Bryce's shot is good. 3-point Dutch lead. 3:40 to go in the second overtime. Yeah, Humble will drive baseline. He's gets it over to Young. Back out to Weaver for 3. It's no good. Rebound Young for Punxsy. Nice rebound in the middle of a lot of traffic. Young in the corner now. And off of Hauser's foot, out of bounds. 3:11 to go. 41-38. 3-point Dutchman lead. Punxsy basketball. Oh, Young drives baseline, creates the contact, but they give the foul to Nunez for St. Mary's. That's Vinny's 2nd foul, and I believe Young will be shooting, are they in double bonus yet? No, still. So this is 1-on-1 for Young. And his shot's no good. Rebound by Nunez. Hausler tries to bring it across the timeline. And Young is hurt. They're giving him an injury timeout. They let the play develop in case there was a fast break. No fast break, so they blow the whistle. Right thing to do. Didn't want to stop a Dutch fast break if there was one, but now they get the injured player off the floor. Higley into the game for Young. Hauser left side being guarded by Konerski. Nunez guarded by Presloyd. Presloyd has 4 fouls. I would be attacking Presloyd if I was Coach Shuey here. And Hauser with the hesitation in the lane. Gets by his man, but a layup no good. 2:20 to go, second overtime. And Walker goes for the steal, doesn't get it, but instead he gets the piece of Konerski's arm, and they're going to get Bryce with the foul. Now they're in double bonus, so 2 shots for everybody from here on out. Konerski shooting 2. First shot is up and it rattles in. Two-point Dutch lead, 2:20 to go in the second overtime. Konerski's second shot is also good. One-point Dutch lead. Luke Lasko with the ball, and Coach Shuey's gonna call, I believe. Well, I think they get a timeout every overtime, so he should have one left, I believe. I'm not positive on that. So with 2:11 to go, second overtime, 1-point Dutch lead. Okay, St. Mary's basketball after Coach Shuey timeout. 1 point Dutch lead, 2:11 to go. They get the ball into Bryce Walker. Walker going against the freshman Weaver from Punxsutawney. Ryder out front, screen by Lasko. Ryder's thought he was gonna take a stab at a layup there. He kicks it back out, and Hauser's gonna try and drive, and he's gonna be fouled shooting too. And that's on Krnierski, his 4th foul. So the fouls starting to mount for Punxsy. They have Presloyd and Krnierski with 4 fouls each. Hauser shooting 2. His first shot rolls in. That's Holden's 10th point of the ball game. Second shot, no good. 1:50 to go. Second overtime, 2-point Dutch lead. Weaver drives, he kicks it. Krnierski, he's on the line though, that's not a 3. High ball game, 42-42, 1:34 to go. Mitchell Ryder out front, guarded by Nick Humble of Punxsy. Lasko drives baseline, he's cut off. Gets it to Nunez. Nunez picks his dribble up. Whoa, dangerous pass cross court. Walker's able to get it. Out to Hauser now. Hauser's gonna drive. Back to Nunez, 55 seconds to go. Tie ball game. 50 seconds. Mitchell Ryder out front. 45 seconds. Back to Hausler. And Hauser picks his dribble up. Back to Mitchell Ryder. Guarded by Humble. Coach Shuey with 30 seconds to go is going to call timeout. 42-42. Okay, you could cut the tension with the knife here in St. Mary's. End of the second overtime. 30 seconds to go, tie ball game. St. Mary's ball. Let's see what Coach Shuey drew up in the huddle over there after that timeout. Gets the ball. Oh boy, a lot of uncertainty here for the Dutch. Punxsy's going to be content to sit back here. 17 seconds, 15. Mitchell Ryder with the ball. Gets it to Bryce Walker, 10 seconds. Back to Ryder. Ryder is going to attack. Gets it to Lasko. His shot's up and good. Luke Lasko off the feed for Mitchell Ryder. A lot of contact in there, no foul. Gives Lasko the layup opportunity. It rolls around and in. 3 seconds to go. They put .6 back on the clock. Punxsy basketball. They're going to have to go the length of the floor here with only 3 seconds. Looking pretty dire. Okay, 3 seconds to go in the ball game. Dutch 2-point lead. Punxsy basketball. The Dutch aren't going to put any pressure on the inbounder, and they're going to get the ball to Nick Combo. He's going to take 3 dribbles, shoot from half court. It's no good. St. Mary's Dutchman going to come up with a 2 overtime win in this first round playoff game, District 9 playoff game. Great sportsmanship there by the Punxsy team, the Punxsy coach, coming over, clapping for the Dutchman in this very tightly contested ball game. Good to see that from the Punxsy coach. And now we're doing the fist bumps as we don't want to do the high five. So good sportsmanship there by both teams. So St. Mary's advances to the D9 championship game this Saturday. I'm not sure if Clearfield won. If they won, it'll be down in Clearfield. If not, it'll be here in St. Mary's. So that's going to wrap it up for us here in St. Mary's. Big Dutch win, 44-42 and 2 overtimes. We'll be back Thursday night for the girls' Quad A championship between the Lady Dutch and the Lady Bisons of Clearfield.